on that one person. Thank God I'm out of that. Ugh. But now I'm just be like, hey, what's up? My nigga, I was like that.
Breski brings up a very interesting point. Options. Do y'all, ladies, you too, of course.
I feel like I'm at an interview. I go.
Do y'all believe in keeping y'all options open when y'all date? In other words, do you believe in dating more than one person, or do you just focus strictly on one person at a time?
Me personally, I like to keep my options open.
I used to stay
only because you don't know. Like, okay, let's just say you talking to one guy, like he could be all in your face, acting like that you're his main focus, but really, he got other stuff going on. Mm-hmm. And technically, I'm not even gonna lie, that's kind of what I'm doing now. Like, I have literally talked to like 3 guys,
Pimp.
And I'm just keeping my options open for real. Like,
me recently,
there's things that I like about one guy.
I like this.
There's things I like about one guy, and there's things that I don't like about him. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, like, it just depends on how I feel, on who I want to continue with.
As far as me, I feel like dating. I feel like, okay, hold on, y'all.
Sorry.
Really? As far as me, I feel like I have always kept my focus on one person. I have never kept my options open. Because if I liked it that one person, I wanted that one person. Now it's like, I'm going to start keeping my options open because I don't know. I just feel like that I want to kick that child in the back of his head. But I feel like I'm learning. Like, I have never what I'm doing with myself now. I have never dealt with myself in 28 years. So for me, this is my first year actually dealing with
28. You heard that? 28
years, y'all. Because I always felt like I had to have somebody, and I never gave myself time.
So I have a question.
So if she cut me off one time, I'm gonna throw her outside. But me, I'm just gonna, from here on out, when I'm ready to go back into the dating pool, I keep my options open. Okay, now you go.
Do you think us women should keep our options open?
Of course.
Okay.
Now, most guys are going to argue with that.
Yeah.
And say, no, because they only want you to focus on them.
Right.
But most of the time, that's just them running game.
Right.
And they don't want you to keep your options open because they want you to focus on them so they won't have to have no competition. It's like,
gonna be some competition.
Like you may like a guy and he may not be doing it. He may be sending you text messages. He might be ignoring you. If there's another guy in the picture who's doing everything right, it's going to make you second guess that other guy. Mm-hmm. The guy that you second guessing, he don't want that.
Right.
He wants to be able to fuck up in peace.
I like how you put that.
Yeah.
I'm so done. I like how you put that.
It's like if you go to a restaurant, you go to McDonald's and eat a cheeseburger. It's like, if that's your first time eating a cheeseburger, you're like, damn, this shit delicious. You go to Burger King, you're like, shit, this shit even better than fucking McDonald's. You're going to be looking at McDonald's sideways like, I don't know. Like, that's the benefit of having options. You get to
pick and choose. And you don't feel this. And I never did it. So, this is my fault. This was on me. But I know now. I cannot put, like you gave me this phrase, and I have understood it since you said it. Mm-hmm. I cannot put all my eggs in one basket.
Of course. I mean, and plus, by having options, there can be competition amongst themselves. You can separate the men from the boys.
Oh, boys to men.
You can see who's really being consistent and putting in time and energy. This dude ain't returning your text messages, or he texting you. You text him good morning at 7 o'clock in the morning. He ain't responding to you to 9 o'clock at night. But meanwhile, guy number 2, he consistent. He on it.
Right. Lord, I wish if I knew what I knew now back then, I would just be like, Brianna, you been not okay. I just jack myself up.
Sometimes
and be like,
you have to look within.
Okay, Mufasa. That's what you just reminded me.
Side note. Go check out Lion King.
No, don't do it. No. Don't do it. No, just want to go look at it. Watch the first one first. And
if they ain't seen the first one by now, something wrong.
Some people have not seen Lion King. The first
need
one.
To like literally slap themselves.
Well, that's not their fault. Their parents might not have could afford a VHS at the time. I'm so done with my life. Some people, I don't know. Some people have not watched The Lion King. I had came across 2 people that said they have not watched The Lion King. Not the actual movie that just came out, but the 1994 movie. The classic. The actual real Mufasa. Okay, go.
But me as a guy, I don't care. You date other dudes. Like, I'm going to stand out regardless. Huh?
You do.
I mean.
So, my question for you, King, is how do you deal with... You have female friends. Uh-huh. And they have boyfriends. Some of them have boyfriends. And they don't like you because... because you're awesome. They stupid. How do you deal with the hate from the men? They don't be wanting their girls to talk to you no more, even though we be like, that's Brian, we not cutting Brian off. I don't care what you say. You can take everything away from me, but you would not make me stay away from Brian. How do you handle that? Because I do that.
Well,
I let it be known up front. If you don't like me having a male best friend,
I handle it the same way I handle anything. I go to sleep at night with my fan on.
I know that real.
That don't really cross my mind. Like,
okay, so being in a relationship, like, should a female actually like be allowed to have a male best friend?
Yes.
As far as like, and like, you know, vice versa.
Yes. Friends and family and friends, family, flaws, issues, all that. That's part of the package deal when you take when you want to be with that person. You got to accept everything. Now the hoes and the sluts, bitches, stuff like that. Nah.
But some females don't respect. Some females don't respect because jealousy. Don't respect their guys having girl best friends. And then some vice versa. It's just.
I feel like it's a jealousy thing. Also, it's a trust thing.
Yeah, and insecurity.
Yeah.
Like, that's when that person has to have a talk with that person and work out their insecurities. But the best way to handle it is when you start dating a guy or a girl, as you transition week to week, kind of just basically like because you're learning and growing with that person. When you meet a guy and you have kids, you ain't gonna introduce them to your kids the first week. It's a process.
Right.
But 1 week you kissing, next week as you progress, like, okay, this is my friends, this is my family, this is my kids each week. So that way that person will know, like, okay, this person exists. Don't wait till 6 months later. Oh, here's my female best friend, my male best friend. Like, they didn't know that person existed.
But yeah, you know, but some guys be like, oh, they feel like, you know, women shouldn't have guy best friends because they be like, oh, we know how guys are.
In other words, that's how those guys are. All right, it's a trust thing.
It is.
Yeah.
They have to trust their mate, especially if they
I'm
want to
a
be
friendly
with
person. Like, I have guy friends and I have girls as friends. Like, and it's nothing like that. And I have those guys that are like, you know, always hitting on me and stuff like that. That I know those are the ones that I would have to pull back if I was to get in a relationship with.
Every relationship I have got in, and I always said I had a guy best friend, which was King. They didn't want me talking to him, but I made it upfront clear. I ain't stopped talking to King. This ain't finna happen. I'm sorry. We gonna have to go ahead and break up and just be going about our damn ways, because that's my best friend. I had him since 06. Like, he knows everything. Like, I can just go talk to him. They hate that because they feel like that should be, I can come to them with that, but I can't because you're judgmental or you wouldn't understand it or you're not easy to talk to, and he is. And he's not judgmental and he's very understanding.
And that goes to my next point. That goes back to standard, because you set that standard early on. Like, this person is here, or this is my male, female friend. They're not going anywhere. You got to accept it, take it or leave it.
Right.
That's a standard.
Right.
And then, like, if they want you, they got to accept that.
Like, you don't know how many times I have called him and said, he told me to stop talking to you, but I'm not finna do it. And Ron just laughing, and I'm serious. It was a thug. He's my friend. I'm protecting my friendship. I'm not finna, unless he die. It's the only way me and him gonna stop talking. Or I die. You ain't gotta die. Don't die. Okay. I'm just saying. Like, he's not going nowhere. And then if they can't accept it, so be it. Oh well, it is what it is. He's here forever. What Cardi B say? Forever.
Sometimes you just gotta take it or leave it.
You gonna take this?
Work on your insecurities. Work on your issues, because that's issues within yourself. That ain't
right.
Ain't like.
Let's go to standards. I feel like I need. What are your standards? Hold up, we gotta ask him about his dating pool. Back up.
Shoot.
King, are you single?
Yes.
No, you're not.
Fully single.
King.
Fully single. I know. Single as a dollar bill. I think.
How long have you been single?
Dollar bill, yo.
Exactly. Like what she said.
Dollar bill.
Dollar bill. I'm single like a $1 bill at a strip club.
Hey, stripper. Okay. How long have you been single?
For a while. But I date casually. Usually I keep my options open. And if a girl comes and gets my attention, yeah, we'll see where it goes. Next question.
So done. Next question. He's a pro. Next question. I'm so done. Are you looking?
I'm always looking. I mean,
oh my God. I'm always looking.
Like, I'm focused on myself, but if something gets my attention, I will stop. Not completely stop. Maybe stop, stare, keep going, but still be watching.
I'm so done. You got it down.
I mean, you never know. You never know what may pop up.
Right.
I'm open.
All right. Standards. What are your standards?
In a woman, why did I say in a woman? Like I'm bisexual or something.
He's straight. He like pussy. Okay.
Yes, I love it. My standards would be, you gotta have, as a woman, you gotta have confidence. That's most important.
Yes.
You gotta be secure within yourself.
Yes.
You gotta know how to cook. I'm sorry, I come from a family of women who know how to cook. You gotta know how to throw down.
And he do not eat dressing, y'all.
I sure don't.
See, he don't eat dressing, and he don't eat Chinese food.
I like what kind of chick? How would I describe her? I like a woman who wants me but doesn't need me in a way. That way we can complement each other. She's a queen. She handles her thing. She's gonna be good or great without me.
Right.
I don't mean like. If I'm not in the picture, she ain't panicking like, "Oh my God, the world is coming to an end." No. Bitch, get it together.
He said, "Bitch, get it together."
I like a lady that if I walk in the room and say, "Baby, this ain't working. I'm leaving. I'm packing my shit." The thing she need to do is chunk deuces at my ass.
She's like, okay.
You're not gonna stop her?
No, I'm not gonna stop her. Like,
but that's your babe.
Like she needs to be strong.
She is gonna be strong, but you need to find out why she chunking the deuces at you.
I want her.
The queen has to sit on her throne.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
I don't want her. I don't want me to define her. I want her to define herself.
Amen.
Like if she defines herself, she don't need no nigga, no man, no. She doesn't need none of that. That stuff turns me on.
Look at him.
Oh,
He already turned on. Look.
And I feel like, just tap in on that. Like,
these are your
for
standards?
the woman.
These are your standards?
No.
Oh.
I'm just saying. Like, for a woman, like, she really has to, like, know her self-worth. She has to love herself and everything. Like,
I'm working on it. I know my
and know her
self-worth.
standards for men. So that way, she can become that queen. So that way, like you said.
Self-worth, too. Yeah.
So she won't be like, oh my God, please don't leave me.
I love you. I can't breathe without you. You're the air to my oxygen.
Hey.
And see,
I seen it on Jerry. I'm sorry. I seen
me
it on
personally,
Jerry.
I've been working on self-worth and loving myself, and I see a change because, like, back then I used to be that girl to be like, please don't leave me, and cry like if somebody like broke up with me or something like that. But now it's just like,
fuck you, bye.
If a nigga stop talking,
Trust me.
If a nigga stop talking to me, like I don't, my feelings are not hurt. Like, all right.
But that being said, I can't say that for the last situation I was in because I invested. Now if I ain't investing you, hell yeah, bye, see you later. They don't give a fuck. But if I invested and truly cared about you, then I'm gonna be hurt. I would get over it. It's gonna take a time. But my standards. What's your standards? You talk about your standards before I talk about my standards. Go. She don't have standards. She gotta think about her standards.
I mean,
wait.
When you go,
I don't know yet. I'm picking because you pick. I'm picking. Okay, go. Brian, take over real quick. We gotta think. think. Like, my standards has been raised